Hello everyone, I am Zoe Schwind, and earlier this week, the community was treated to some massive news regarding Overwatch 2. Of course, the biggest announcement by far was the news that Overwatch 2 will arrive on October the 4th as an always-on, always-evolving live service game that will be free to play for everyone. Now, if you're like me, you're eager to learn more, and that is why I'm here today at the Blizzard campus to better understand the decisions behind the announcements, find out what they mean for the players, and, with some luck, uncover a few new game details for you at home. And be sure to stay tuned for the world premiere of the new cinematic, The Wastelander, which was teased just a few days ago.
A new short,
so
an animated short!
Let's get into it.
It's been so long! Dragons with Hanzo and Genji from 2016, 2015 were so good. What do we got, baby?
Joining
Reveal
me
event.
are Overwatch game director Aaron Keller and production director Paul Hale. First, how are you two doing?
I'm doing great, excited.
Yes, me too. So excited to be talking about this.
And I'm so excited to have you both here. Now, there was a ton of news which dropped over the weekend, and the community has been buzzing. And I'm excited to be able to sit down with you two now to unpack all of this for everyone watching at home. Now, the biggest announcement had to be the news that Overwatch 2 is releasing on October 4th as a free-to-play live service. That's incredible, and that must be very, very exciting for you and your team.
Yeah, Overwatch 2, it's been a labor of love for our team. We're all dedicated to creating a game that our community will enjoy for years to come. We also want players to feel like there was always something new for them to play or experience in the game. These goals really led us down the path of developing Overwatch 2 as an always-on living game.
Live service game.
One that continues to evolve and expand through seasonal content drops and keeps the game as fresh and fun to play
PvP,
long
9
after
weeks.
it turns on. We're lucky to
Robust
have such
content
a
map.
passionate and creative set of players. And we know that they've been craving more ways to play the game they love so much. In recent years, we haven't done a good enough job at delivering that for our fans, and we feel their frustration. We took a hard look at our strategy for Overwatch 2 to make sure that we could deliver new heroes, new maps, modes, and more to the community on a frequent and consistent basis.
As an Overwatch fan, of course, that's music to my ears.
We know that's the community's top priority, and we feel like we have the right approach to be able to deliver that for them well into the future.
How are you and the team planning to deliver on that promise?
Well, the very first step is getting the game into everyone's hands, and that's going to happen on October 4th when we transition Overwatch 1 and invite every PC and console player to drop in and experience Overwatch 2's reimagined PvP experience.
Okay.
And that's just the beginning. Our plan is to deliver a steady drumbeat of new content every 9 weeks through free seasonal updates, ensuring that there's always something new to play, chase, unlock in Overwatch 2.
Well, that all sounds
Every
amazing.
9 weeks,
It's
every
so
other
much of it too.
hero,
And now,
or every other season for a
everyone
hero.
at home wants to hear more details.
Of course, I'd be happy to share a look at the road ahead. Our journey is going to begin on October 4th, when Overwatch 2 releases free to play. This includes 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, a brand new mode, and more. The new heroes include Sojourn,
Okay.
Junker Queen, and a brand new support hero that we'll reveal in the months ahead.
Box Girl.
Our new maps will take players across the globe to iconic locations. Our new PvP mode, called Push, will challenge teams in new and exciting ways. Players will also be able to unlock new cosmetic items through the in-game store and Battle Pass,
Highlight intro.
as well as complete weekly challenges and experience the start of Competitive Play 2.0. And of course, everyone will also be able to access the revamped heroes, PvP maps, and fan-favorite game modes from the first Overwatch game. Our next season will arrive in early December, where we will introduce a new tank hero along with a new map. We'll have more themed cosmetic items for players to earn and unlock in an all-new Battle Pass and also in the in-game store. And in 2023, we'll continue to release a new season every 9 weeks with either a new hero, new map, or new mode. Players will get the chance to earn more themed content, complete weekly challenges, access new battle passes, and more. There will always be something new to play.
Every 9
In
weeks, by the way.
2023, we'll also begin
Month and a
releasing
bit.
our new PvE experiences, which we're really excited about. We're really looking forward to being able to share more with the community as we get closer to releasing them.
I know
PvE
we've
confirmed
seen
next
more
year.
and more games shift towards that free-to-play model in recent years, and it really does seem like players
I
are
was
taking
saying
a liking to
new
it,
hero
especially
every
shooter
other
fans.
season
Did that have
basically
an impact on
means
deciding to make Overwatch 2 go free-to-play?
every
Honestly,
3.5 months.
Not really. For us, free-to-play games offer a lot of advantages. From the very start, Overwatch was designed to be a social experience. We have heroes of different roles, and they all rely on each other in order to accomplish their objectives in the game, so it requires a lot of teamwork. We also see that outside of our game, within our community, with fan art, cosplay, and the Overwatch League. We know our fans are having the most fun when they're playing with their friends or meeting new ones, and the move to free-to-play makes it easy for everyone to just drop in, play the game, join the community, whether they own Overwatch 1 or not. And with Overwatch 2 crossplay enabled, people can play together no matter what platform they prefer to play on. It's always been a game that stood for inclusivity and community. When they see the roster of heroes, we want them to feel like there's someone there that they can feel connected to. Because the Overwatch universe is and always will be a place for everyone. And we feel like we have an incredible opportunity with Overwatch 2 to really embrace it.
I can't wait for October when this incredible journey will begin for all of us. Now that we have a better understanding of what's to come, I'd love to dive a little deeper, starting with Overwatch 2's new approach to PvP. Can you maybe elaborate and explain a little more?
Sure. PvP has always been at the heart of the Overwatch experience, and we've made some tweaks to it over the years, but Overwatch 2 really gave us the opportunity to put the mode under a microscope. And we really wanted players to feel that they had more impact in a match. And we've made significant, fundamental changes that we just couldn't do in the current live game. This was a foundational shift that changed everything, heroes, maps, and more. So we had to reevaluate every aspect of PvP to ensure we got it right. We've been encouraged by player feedback from the first beta, and we will continue to make updates and improvements in the game.
Well, earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with a few additional members of the Overwatch team and hear more about all the work they're doing to redefine PvP in Overwatch 2. So let's take a look.
Okay.
One of the things that gets us up in the morning, happy to work on Overwatch,
Is
it's
coffee.
first and foremost a really special game. The way we portray a bright future, everyone on the team is really proud of it.
We're bringing an all-new PvP experience. We're transforming from a 6v6 to a 5v5.
Changed a lot of how we design heroes and actually how we balance them.
Bro,
as well.
the
We have to
slow
go back
pan
and
is so
look at all the
weird on
heroes and
each
all the tanks
person. Do you see
especially,
this?
And make sure that
Like-
everyone fits and works really well in this new paradigm. This newfound importance on each individual player to feel like they can really make an impact on the game.
We're trying to obviously maintain the original character's identity and overall silhouette, colors, statements, but also kind of bring something a little bit new.
We can make balance adjustments really quick. As fast as our design team sees that there's an issue.
Jeff Goodman and the rest of the hero design team have been loving all the feedback coming in. They have tons of awesome ideas about how to change or adjust balance.
So heroes like Orisa got a major rework. We're looking at how many barriers are in place. You think about Overwatch, you think of these really protective shields. But we're looking at it from the perspective of, what if she didn't have that? What would that even look like? We're just always looking for great opportunities to change for the better.
Maps evolve.
I'm really
Night and
excited
daytime.
about how we've refreshed all the maps.
I think we've done a lot of great changes, especially for PvP.
A lot of our old stuff just looks gorgeous now. We've done a lot with the art and with lighting and shadows and just made stuff pop a little bit more. We also added some options with like daytime, nighttime.
I think all of the Overwatch 2 maps are custom recorded in the actual place. We've hired a field recordist to actually go capture
this.
ambience of the real world location.
Busan?
We realize it's a subtle detail, but those are the things that really make these maps come to life.
We have done a pass playing all the old maps in 5v5 and adjusting things for that kind of setup, whether it's moving cover around just a little bit or tweaking a door.
In the beta, we're listening to feedback, so we're going to improve each map based on what the players have been saying.
We've been working on these for a little while now, and we're really excited about it.
We were really happy with the positive feedback once people were able to play it, and I think it was an important milestone for us to get it in players' hands.
Competitive 2.0, listen up.
Competitive play is a different thing to a lot of different people. And we really didn't think we were providing enough tools and measures to actually help players out if they did want to improve. We're reworking our scoreboard to provide more information to players as they're playing through the match. But then once they finish the match, we're actually going to provide an after-action report. So
after-action
you can look at the
report.
report while you're in queue. You could actually go into
thank God.
Your history section
Match
and
history.
look. We want to work towards providing you with information that will help you improve your game.
We've been getting feedback from a lot of different areas, from our community team, like streamers, influencers. We've also been getting a lot of feedback from Overwatch League players.
We do want to actually provide a bit of feeling of progression. So one of the other changes we're making alongside that is not making your skill rating quite so granular. Right now, it's a very hard number. Instead of numeric skill rating, we're adding these skill tiers within the larger ones. If you see someone at a really high skill tier, you know that that person is not just that good of an Overwatch player, but they've earned it.
Skill tiers in between Plat 1, Plat 2, Plat 3, Plat 4, Plat 5 maybe? Instead of just Platinum.
One of the cool things about Overwatch 2 is it has this new push game mode and maps along with it. Push is a PvP game mode.
I'm going to be Grandmaster 1, GM 1, GM 2.
And we've actually been using it in Overwatch League as well.
And once we started playtesting it, it was kind of an instant hit.
There's a level. It has one path that goes all the way through it from one base
silver,
to the other.
bronze one.
And in the middle is TS1. And he's this lovable robot with a pair of barricades next to him. And the players are essentially fighting for control. And if they take control by taking out the other enemy team, TS1 will move a barricade towards the enemy base. To win, you either get that barricade all the way to the enemy base, or after a certain amount of time, did you move your barricade farther than the enemy team did? It's a very fair game mode. I think the maps are great. It provides for a lot of different locations where a lot of great fights can happen.
More immersive experience.
A lot of engine upgrades in the game, so this allows us to do faster iteration. This was a huge effort by our engine team to allow the art team to build faster, more detailed environments in a shorter amount of time. You will get to experience the game world. We wanted to feel much more immersive.
Inspect. Koji has started and stopped, so the first half is up now.
Overwatch 2 is a dream for audio features. It's everything we've ever really wanted to do. We really go into every little bit of detail, trying to find a way that every sound will cut through. When we started on Overwatch 1, we were really focused on the headphone mix. We thought for a PC-first kind of game, we realized that people listen to Overwatch in all types of different places. So now we support home theater, Dolby Atmos in the game.
I'm not an audio engineer,
offer all
so I
kinds
don't
of
know.
new things too, like 3D audio that we're supporting. There's new voice lines, new conversations between all of the favorite heroes. And we have so many, there'll be more that'll just come to the game over time. We've written 25,000 voice lines for Overwatch 2.
Sheesh!
So tons of new features.
25,000 voice
and
lines.
The reality is that Overwatch scales even beyond that, all the way up to giant sports arenas for our Overwatch finals.
Everything you like about Overwatch, you're gonna get that in Overwatch 2, but even more.
We're really listening to that feedback. A lot of it we felt like, man, we really think this is gonna be super fun. We just need people to be able to play it.
October 4th is really just the beginning.
I mean, just amazing work by the entire team, and I personally can't wait to finally get my hands on the full PvP experience when Overwatch 2 goes live this October. And October is just the start. As Paul mentioned earlier, Overwatch 2 will continue to evolve and grow over time. But what does that mean for us, the players? Well, I went behind the scenes to talk with the team working on new seasonal content and find out more. So let's take a closer look at what players can expect when Overwatch 2 expands post-launch.
Oh.
We're really excited because people will just be able to just fully immerse yourself in the maps and the storylines and the heroes.
With the new seasonal model, we'll be able to drop a ton of content in very frequently as we're updating the game through these big seasonal drops. We're looking at releasing heroes every other season and then a map in between those. And on top of that, we're looking at dropping a ton of content involving skins and other great goodies for players to get their hands on for each seasonal drop.
We have so much that we want to do in Overwatch to develop this game because we think it's the next step for us. We think there is so much more we could bring.
I'm really happy moving to our new seasonal-based schedule, making this really huge commitment to regular updates. It's exciting at the same time because I know what this team can do.
We really want players to be able to anticipate when things are going to enter the game.
With all the new content and events coming in, it's even more important to just make sure that everybody knows what's coming.
And along with the free-to-play change, we're doing away with loot boxes entirely. We have a new Battle
Goodbye,
Pass model
loot
coming
boxes.
in, and we have store as well. So players will have a lot more control about how they interact with the
store.
game and how they acquire new content.
We've been
I'm
working
okay
on
with
so
this.
many things over the past couple of years. I'm most excited for folks to see some of the new heroes that we've been kind of cooking up.
It's a bunch of different reasons why we choose to make a hero. We're
Open all your
trying
loot
to
boxes,
follow
guys.
the narrative, pick the hero that makes sense. Or do we need to create a hero that answers this meta, counters a certain strategy that's too strong in the game?
We've got 2 more supports and another tank in just the first couple of seasons. And we're still working on new characters for a year, year and a half down the line as well. There's characters that folks have already seen glimpses of in the story, and there's also characters that you've never seen before, never
2
heard about.
supports. Wait, I didn't hear that. 2
We're looking at
supports.
making sure the new heroes fit within this new, very fast-paced paradigm and less shields and crowd control. You can see a lot of that reflected in team play moments, but with a much faster-paced vibe.
We want to push the sci-fi, the futuristic feeling of maps. There's a touch of sci-fi everywhere you look. So this is something that was a bit more subtle in Overwatch 1. We really want players to feel that the world takes place in not so distant future.
Coming up next is Rio.
Rio,
Rio!
New PvP map. Pretty sure everybody's gonna love that one as well.
It's a great map. It's close to the team. Many
I've never
people
been
on
there.
the team are from
Anybody
Brazil,
here
so
visit
it's
Rio
kind of
before or
fun
live
to
there?
Inject the culture, the colors, the vibe into this map. There's a map that takes place in Portugal. This map is pretty close to the team because our lead environment
Portugal.
artist is from Portugal. People from the location should really get a sense that we've done a ton of research, and
I've never
we're
been there
very
either.
inspired, and I think we captured it pretty beautifully in the game.
Oh.
It is a push map, one of the newest game modes, and we
What's
tried some
push?
pretty interesting layouts for this one, so we hope the players like it. We definitely want the game to feel like a globe-trotting adventure.
There's new types of content from what you're used to in Overwatch 1. We have charms, we
Oh
have
my god, look at
banners.
those banners.
The current mythic skin that's in the works that I worked on actually is for Genji.
Mythic
He's
skin.
got this kind of cyberpunk Japanese demonic theme. Mythic skins are meant to be this next tier of skins above legendary. We want players to be able to go in there and pick and choose certain pieces meant to be this extra awesome legendary skin that you can customize. We're concurrently developing quite a few mythic skins. They're going to be released over the seasons.
All this amazing stuff, all of the amazing
Take my money.
skins.
For weapon charms, really what we're looking for there is just for the players to be able to express themselves and dress their character up. One of our core tenets on Overwatch visually is to focus a lot
Look
on
at that charm, the
first-person
donut.
view. We
Look
want
at her
you
charm.
to be able to see it and enjoy it while you're playing the game.
One thing that was really important to us was to make sure that players, if they earn anything in the game anywhere, that they're able to use it everywhere. So if you earn something on console or on PC or in Overwatch 1, you can always use it in anywhere in Overwatch 2 as well. And with each new season, there'll be a ton of
cross-progression
new
in that
content
way.
and a new battle pass as well. These seasonal updates will allow us to be constantly infusing the game with new content, new heroes, new maps. So the game is going to feel fresh just all the time.
There's always going to be something for you to do or to work towards. There's never going to be a point where you're like, gosh, I don't have anything to do.
Being able to provide players with new heroes every so often, new maps.
It is going to be a growing and evolving game. There's so much for us to explore as we move forward.
Get ready. It's going to be really exciting, really fun. With both PvP and PvE, there's going to be really great content for you to immerse yourself in and continue to play over and over again with your friends.
We can't wait for October 4th. We're just excited to be back.
Overwatch back on top.
I mean, it's so great to see how much thought and care your team is pouring into really elevating the game through post-launch season. So you mentioned that PvE is coming in 2023. Now, can you tell us how the development is going and why the team is committed to bringing these type of experiences into Overwatch?
We're all
PvE next
so
year.
invested in the world of Overwatch and the heroes that live in it. And through the years, we've developed cinematics, animated shorts, and graphic novels for our players who just want to get deeper into the lore. With PvE, we have an opportunity to go a step further, to go deeper into diverse storytelling in ways that we really just haven't been able to before. So we are planning to expand the Overwatch universe through these seasons that we just described, and we will start delivering this PvE gameplay in 2023.
It's gonna be loaded in the
delivered
live
through
service.
The live service, and that means we'll be able to deliver and tell more Overwatch stories and create more opportunities to experience our heroes.
I think you have to buy it then. It's free. It's free then, right? Delivering through live service, or maybe they might buy mission packages.
Is to basically move the overall story of Overwatch forward. We've told a lot of short stories along the way. There are a lot of to be continues. It's time for us to answer those questions, close off some of those stories, ask new questions. So the new game will definitely move the overall canon of the lore of Overwatch forward.
Get those doors open!
For the PvP live service, for certain seasons, you're also going to get some PvE maps. You'll be fighting Null Sector in at least some of the maps. They've come back and they're mad, so it's Overwatch's job to take them out. There's going to be content for you to immerse yourself in and continue to play over and over again.
A lot of the older guys from the original Overwatch team, they're coming back, but they need help with some of the younger generation like Brigitte and Lucio. So we're going to tell the story of how Overwatch basically gets back together. Another thing we want to do with the story is to showcase more of where the characters are from. For example,
origin
Torbjorn
stories
is from Gothenburg. Players will get a chance to see what Torbjorn's factory looks like.
You can play PvE with your friends and immerse yourself in the world and stay inside of it a little bit longer.
Wow, this is incredible. It's so great to get that first sneak peek, so thank you so much for sharing that. Before I let you run off, is there anything you would like to say to the community watching?
Yeah, we are so excited for today, and we're so excited for you all to be able to see everything that we want to show you. And we really cannot wait for October 4th when we're all playing this game together.
Neither can I. Now, we'll also take a deeper look at a brand new hero. That's right, Jungle Queen, who will be playable for the first time during the beta later this month already. Now, before we do that, though, we thought we'd take a look at Jungle Queen's origin story to get to know the next great Overwatch character a little better. Paul, Aaron, we appreciate you spending some time with us today. Best of luck to you and, of course, your entire team as you gear up for that launch. Let's take a look.
Full short. Oh?
1, 2, 3, 4!
Any Jinx players in the chat? Mad Max Borderlands Jinx.
Well, I know sacrifice and I know pain. On Mixed Mutants Raiders, many I'd slay. Junker Town is my domain, and when I'm done, none of this will remain. There will be a reckoning!
She sounds like Sky from Valorant. Hulk out!
Wow, just wow, what an unbelievable new hero, and we will dive deeper into Jungle Queen. But first, I wanted to introduce art director Dion Rogers and a few new faces to the show. We have narrative designer Miranda Moyer and
new
cinematic
people.
director Ben Dye. Thank you guys so much for joining. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Happy to be here.
I'm really excited to share this. It takes an army to create a game.
I mean, the effort is clearly paying off. That short was just so much fun to watch. Now, it's been such an exciting week for everyone watching, but I'm sure for you three as well. Players have learned that the next beta is coming on June 28th. Can you tell me a little bit more about what we can expect to see in this beta?
The biggest thing is open to console players this time. We're gonna add a new map, Rio. Junker Queen will be playable finally. So this should be pretty fun.
I mean, I personally can't wait to get my hands on Junker Queen, and you're representing her right there with the cool shirt as well. What a great segue. So let's talk more about the newest Overwatch hero.
I think it's super exciting. I know everybody has been really anticipating this character for a long time. She's been super prominent in our lore ever since the Junkertown map came out, and I think people have really been looking forward to finally getting to experience everything that she has to offer.
What makes Junker Queen so unique, and why do you think the Overwatch players will love her?
So
yes,
Junker
beta
Queen
2
is
begins
interesting.
end of June.
Usually when we start a character, we do a bunch of drawings and we have a little story. But she was kind of born out of the Junkertown map. We started to create this map that was associated with Roadhog and Junkrat. This narrative started to appear where they've been kicked out of the city. And so we're like, who kicked them out? And we're like, well, maybe there's some sort of leader. So we had the kind of Junkertown decree that you can see in the level. And then over time, it kind of developed that it was a queen.
During the short, we're actually developing her personality. She's full of attitude. You know, that's what we love about her is she's really, really strong. So she's very recognizable. And obviously the lore behind her is very interesting. So some of that potentially can bounce off what the game design will be.
It's great to hear that it's just such a collaboration with the Overwatch team.
Yeah, this is the fun part about working together.
The Overwatch universe, it's filled with memorable heroes. And as you said yourself, Ben, it does take a village of dedicated developers to really bring each one of those to life, but in a meaningful way. So let's take a deeper look at the making of Junker Queen.
Ooh. When we started on Junker Queen, first we have to decide what kind of role she's going to take. So she's a tank. She's a really aggressive tank. You know, we didn't want her to be kind of a Reinhardt style, stay back and guard her team.
No
She's
shields.
got this very ferocious nature, and we wanted for that to be represented in her gameplay as well.
Personally, what I'm most excited about Junker Queen is just her big axe, you know, just to be able to swing that thing around is awesome.
It's always great to have some sort of anchor point to make sure we really incorporate this axe into her abilities.
Boom.
Her secondary we call Jagged Blade. If you do your quick melee attack, she will kind of swing with the blade instead of normal punch. It does a little bit of extra damage and creates a wound on the enemy. So she can throw the blade as her secondary fire, and it's really a great sort of skill shot to be able to land on an enemy, especially like a moving enemy.
God of War.
And after you throw it, she'll recall it, and the force of recalling it, if it's stuck into somebody, will actually pull them forward. So she can actually kind of pull people to herself if you can manage to stick that blade into somebody. For Junker Queen's ultimate, we have an ability called Rampage. She creates this kind of whirlwind of magnetized metal, including her weapons, and it whirls around her, and then she dashes forward, and you try to go through as many enemies as possible and tag them all up. That also wounds everybody, which is really important because it's very easy to hit with this large area effect, so it heals you for a lot. But also, it creates a debuff on the enemies that reduces the healing that they receive to 0.
Our sound designer has done an incredible job with her. She's full of snarky fun to the way she plays.
She antis all of them. Look, they're
throughout her
purple.
kit, there's little guitar sounds actually hidden. So if you listen to her axe, she pulls it out and there's a big screech on the guitar strings and she pulls it forward. We have a wonderful actor named Leah who we found after a huge global search trying to find the right voice for her.
Here I am.
It's really amazing when the right actor matches the character and the personality. You feel this sort of magic that comes out of it.
I think players are gonna love her. She's scary, she's awesome.
She's a departure from any other hero that we have here.
You know, this is just a straightforward badass character.
She's just been so much fun to work on, and I'm just so glad to get her in people's hands finally.
The Queen
is an
of
anti,
Junkertown
guys. Holy
has
shit.
arrived. So how does the Junker Queen fit into the overall world of Overwatch?
I think Junker Queen's pretty interesting because there have been previous rulers of Junkertown. Junker Queen was not always the queen. And the old rulers of Junkertown have always been kind of content to just, you know, lord over the city. But Junker Queen, she has a very big axe and big ideas to go along with it.
What did you aim to achieve when developing Junker Queen?
We want to tell deeper stories for our heroes, have heroes that are connected to the world of the game. Big thing for Overwatch 2 is to move the lore of Overwatch along, so these type of heroes help that.
What are her abilities, and how do those abilities actually make her successful in the role she's in?
What's pretty awesome about this hero, she was developed when 5v5 from the start. She was never a part of the 6v6 world of Overwatch. Knowing she's the only tank on the team, what abilities that will help bolster the team. She has this commanding shout. It boosts the speed and armor of the heroes around her. So especially you need to push through a choke. She does the shout, all the players hear it, they move forward. She has a bunch of weapons, you know. She I think she named one of her weapons, right?
Yeah, her knife that she throws and pulls back is named Gracie.
Yes, right. A lot of her abilities kind of drain on the heroes and gives her health back.
Her ultimate, basically, it shoots you forward and you do this whirlwind with her axe that it does like a big anti-nade on everybody around you.
Anti-nade on everybody.
And people are going to have a ton of fun playing it.
Are there any particular maps you feel that Jungle Queen plays really well on?
Getting close is where she's pretty dangerous, so
Getting
maps
close.
that have a nice flank routes allow her to get in closer to the enemy and then start to do what she does.
King of the
best
Hill,
is
then.
Reckoning.
So another big piece of news over the weekend that got the Overwatch community just buzzing with excitement was, of course, the tease of your new cinematic trailer, The Wastelander, which we're going to premiere here in just a few moments. But before we do, Ben, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I remember in the very beginning of our story room jam sections, there's talk about what type of story we want to tell, right? Should we include Junkrat? Should we include Roadhog? But ultimately, I think we wanted to focus on our main character. It's a character reveal. It's potentially a sort of a revenge origin story, you know. Actually give a little bit more lore into Junkertown, how she become the queen, how was that society being governed, you know, prior to she become the queen.
Well, you and the team, you guys pour so much love and time into these cinematics and into these heroes. And
I'm
it
so excited
really
for the cinematic,
shines through.
guys. Oh
I want
my
to thank all
God.
three of you for taking the time to sit down with me today and sharing all of this amazing information.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I know the fans at home are on the edges of their seats. So am I, waiting to see it. So let's take a look at the world premiere of the Overwatch 2's new cinematic, The Wastelander, featuring the latest hero, Jungle Queen.
Take them out with the rest of the garbage. Let the Wasteland deal with them.
Mom? Dad? What's happening?
We fought in a war together, Mason. Don't.
Please, don't leave us out here alone.
Get out of my city.
Recurring nightmares. PTSD.
What? I'm not allowed to have a bad dream?
This is the part we saw.
No Wastelander has ever made it to the reckoning before.
She broke the fourth wall. Here I am.
But here I am. A free-for-all with zero rules. And the survivor gets the throne.
Welcome back, Junkertown.
King Howell has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule.
On the battlefield.
Until today.
Not until today.
The reckoning begins in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Did you really think this would be a fair fight?
Oh.
You don't survive the reckoning unless the winner grants you mercy. That's why I've got to win this whole thing. All right, let's get this started.
Boom! Imagine she actually had a deflect.
Scavengers like you ain't so bad.
Boom! To the face.
You know how to fight dirty.
Oh, the guitar!
I want scabs like him on my side when I'm queen. Speaking of, come on, big boy.
Ooh.
Target G'day, Mary. What are you smiling about? If you're smart enough to run the Tinkers, why are you working for this strong guy? Like you'd be any better. At least I wouldn't shoot my friends in the back.
Oh. Backstab. Oh my god.
Wastelander scum.
Uno reverse card right there.
Just die.
Because we're stronger than you. You haven't had a real fight. In 13 years, we have them every bloody day.
I'm the king.
Bro, is this guy gonna be the next playable character? He's gonna be like Diva. Or like Rumble from League.
Not in this arena.
Oh, this is their ult. This is their ult. All the metal builds up. Hey, Junkrat.
This meathead has a bigger magnet? Figures.
Oh. Did she sacrifice her face for that? Oh, she did.
That could have gone better.
She has mercy. She shows mercy, guys. She's got a heart.
You idiot. I'll kill you for that.
No. Not today.
Here comes her ultimate.
Mercy.
I'll give you
mercy.
The same mercy you showed my family 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
Get out of my city.
I am the queen.
Junker Queen!
That turned out all right, didn't it? But now they're probably wondering what sort of changes I'll make around here. Well, buckler, they're
Fucking
about to find out.
chunk rat.
This is the legend of the Junker Queen! Watch your back, see the hurt machine! What the world's been said and said!
Bow, bow, bow. Oh. Kick him out. Always on his vengeful. He's gonna come back for revenge. Tease? New hero in 5 years, guys. Remember how Junker Queen was teased 5 years ago? He's gonna show up again.
Well,
Former Junker
that about
King.
wraps things up for today here at Blizzard. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and make sure to follow Play Overwatch on social for all the latest news and announcements about Overwatch 2. And I can't wait to see you all in game.
Is that it? It's new? The same thing. Oh, it's the same one.
Your favorite?
Which one's your favorite?
Mine's Tracer. She's like, cheers, love, the cavalry's here. You're one of those heroes, aren't you?
One more time for the road.
Cheers, love.
You know there's
All right, what'd you guys think? I thought it was pretty good. I wasn't let down. We got good information, to be honest with you.
But a new one is right around the corner. I am your queen. Let's take him to the wasteland.
One punch is all I need.
Koji, there are some stills on Twitter you can use.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
I cannot wait to push. Draw. Yippee-ki-yay! Boom, baby!
Check me out.
Do something.
It takes a team to tango.
Is that it? If you guys didn't catch the mythic skin, god damn! Cyber Demon Genji. This is they said there's gonna be a battle pass. This is not a battle pass reward. It honestly, it implies mythic skins are standalone purchases in their cosmetics store. Honestly, just take my money though. So this is the Cyber Demon Genji, in which it's you can choose your different color options, color effects, decals, and weapons. So you can pick a different. It's kind of like what do they do it in League? It's like chroma stuff. It's like neon, tactical, and demonic skin color tones, right? I don't believe Mythic will be a like max tier battle pass. Maybe they could. Maybe Mythic will be the final reward of a battle pass. Maybe it's a standalone purchase. Not confirmed yet, by the way. Not confirmed. I'm just guessing. I'm speculating. I have a feeling it's leaning more towards a standalone purchase. I think they'd make more money off that. Or actually, I don't know. If you have this as a final battle pass reward, I think that definitely would get people super excited. Okay, so these, you can pick the general colors. Then you can also change the face or the mask. Demon, he's got the scroll in his mouth. You get lion, and then you get spirit. These are very subtle details, but that is really cool. Really, really cool. And then you can, what are these? Decal customization. Tattoos. Tamashi, Ikari, and Mizuchi. It's just your tattoos. That's really sick. I think they spelled tattoo wrong. Isn't tattoo with T-A-T-T-O-O? I think they spelled it wrong. Unless I spelled it wrong. I thought tattoo was two T's. Okay, and then these are the banners. F for the grammar team, scuffed. Ooh. There's your banner animations. These are pretty minor. I don't really care for banners too much, but I mean, that's cool. And then here are some of the charms. This was quickly shown in the live stream, but here's a screenshot of some of the charms you can stick on your gun. You got the fox, little gun buddies, little charms. There's no loot boxes. Yes, there's a battle pass and probably purchasable stuff on the store. These are cool. What do you call these? These little like thingies with like the little block letters. I never knew what these were called. I'd see these all the time though in like conventions. A lot of artists sell these. This is called Inari Fox. Or I wasn't sure there's a name for this. Letter beads? Maybe letter beads. So we got a little paper crane, the mask. New cosmetics. So these are the in-game things. They will probably sell these in real life. Yeah, they're gonna sell these in real life. Look right here. Painted plastic resin, plastic enamel. Genius. Genius. They are really monetizing the shit out of this game. This is okay though, chat. I know some people are really like, I don't want battle pass. That's the point. You're not supposed to be able to buy everything unless you're an absolute whale. It feels bad because you get FOMO because you want everything by paying like, $20 for Overwatch 1. You're used to having all the cosmetics, but this is just the new model. It's just cosmetic. Just literally as long as there isn't a competitive advantage for buying stuff. It's purely cosmetic. It's fine. Okay, we got the Junker Queen still. Jesus Christ, look at those abs. Oh yeah, it's definitely thrown together. They wrote defat. Wait, they wrote defat. They wrote defat. This is not real. This is just a mock-up. This is like a mock-up design that they probably did a long time ago. There's no way.